ready for this fight?
Okay, we are there, set and posted up. So we'll get this started up. Okay, so I am Brigadier General Valkyrie of the SMC Spectrum Mercenary Company Milsim. I lead the Milsim. I'm the overall commander of it. And today we're going to be going over Chestnut and Ghostlead. You guys are going to be doing your guys' BCT. So, Chest, you joined afterwards, but what I was saying to Ghost, and I'll put it on stream. BCT, this is the standard that we use to determine if you have the necessary skills to join us. Consists of multiple skill testing exercises, including communication, building clearing, firearm proficiency, halo jumping, the ability to work under pressure and with minimal or downed equipment, as well as stealth. So the entirety of this course should take between 90 and 120 minutes. It has never taken us over 2 hours. It's going to test everything there. At the culmination of the training, you'll be graded on your performance by the attending training officer, that happens to be me, and recommended for a rank of either Private or Private 2. If you hit every single thing that I want you to hit, and tick off all the boxes that I like to see, you could be granted a rank of Private First Class. So, do you guys have any questions so far? Some of it's going to be me talking, most of it's going to be us doing stuff. We good so far? Alright. Okay, so you guys all got your training uniform and the weapons that you got. Make sure, just very quick, make sure your pistol has 9 rounds. I don't care if it has 20, I just need it to have at least 9. You can have any pistol that you want. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Does it say? Give me a second. Game settings. You're talking about the warning message? It's option. Oh, the detection gauge. That's optional. You can choose to have that or not to make it harder for yourself. It's up to you. Yeah, good enough. So just to make sure you guys have all your settings sorted out. Just so you guys know, we play with a reduced drone presence. We do not have Azrael patrols, and helicopter patrols remain the same. Your difficulty on your enemies, minimum has to be advanced. If you want to, like for example myself, I have it on extreme. Minimum has to be set to advanced. Good enough. So you've got your difficulty tactical. You've got all your settings in there that you need to sort out by the time the BCT is done, or once it's done and set. Big things are going to be stuff to make sure your tactical stuff, that's all set exactly as it's supposed to be, as well as your HUD markers. You guys are never going to be seeing your team's markers over their head. That's not going to happen. Doesn't happen with us. Just so you guys are making... if you go into the custom settings, you can change them. Because the elite isn't exactly what I want. There's mixes of a couple different settings that I use. Just follow what's on there, and if it says optional, if it says optional, you can choose to turn that setting on or off. Keep in mind, you can always make the game harder for yourself. I don't mind that, but you can never make it easier. So, just giving you guys that information. Okay, so... one last thing, you guys are only allowed to use canteens, binoculars, and your Mark 1 syringes. That's it. If you have those, that's all you're allowed to use. Can't use grenades, no EMPs, no flashes, nothing. Alright. And Mark 1 syringes, yep. Okay, so... what we're going to do is we're going to head outside. I'm going to do formations with you guys. We're going to go somewhere else, do a bit of breaching training. After that's done, it's going to be all on you. So for the purposes of BCT, keep in mind your platoon leaders, and we'll go over this in more detail, may not be this way. But for the purposes of BCT, we're going to refer to ourselves as numbers, 1 through 3. So and it will be based on the numbers on my screen. So I'm number 1, Chest, you're number 2, Ghost, you're number 3. Okay? When you move or you stop, you just need to make sure you note your number, moving, stopping, whatever. So we can all head out to the plateau now. So 1 moving out.
You ever see yourself doing this?
Okay. Not sure if you said it, Chester, if you were disconnected.
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. All right.
Mom's home early.
Making sure this thing's unsuppressed.
You're home
Perfect.
early.
All right.
Today was don't hit me, good lord.
Copy that. Good. Okay. Got you both. And okay, perfect. So, it's breaking up.
You said the weapon had to be bare bones, right?
Yeah, bare bones. Yeah, his is bare bones. It's a visual glitch.
It's glitched.
Yeah, it's a visual glitch. I can see when I check the info on his weapon that there's nothing on it.
Yeah, no,
So I don't know why it does that, but it does. So okay, so we're gonna teach 2 formations that I expect you guys to use. One is column or line, the other's staggered. So column is pretty simple. If you just make a line. You make a line behind the first person based on your number. So number 2 behind me, number 3 you take up the rear. The main thing you need to understand, and this goes for all formations that you're ever going to do, is the person that's in the lead. So that's me. I'm responsible for everything in this vicinity, everything in front of us. If there was 4 people, you assign responsibility to the 2 and the 3 person. In this case, Chest is your number 2. If we were on actual patrol, you'd be watching left and right. And Ghost, you'd be doing what I do, just behind us. Everything back this way is your area of responsibility. You call out anything, you make sure I know what it is, even if someone else has already called it out, say it anyway, just in case I missed it, because that might be important for your team leader to know. So, movement drills, it's pretty easy. 1 moving. Then Chest would say 2 moving. So you get in the idea of we need.
My mic was muted.
No, it's all good. We get you guys in the practice of communicating everything that you're doing.
Be right back. Give me like
Yep.
2 seconds. I'm still
Yep.
listening. Just
1 holding. Okay.
God, it's a freaking bright in this apartment.
Okay. So that's a column. There's not a lot to it. It's very, very easy.
Why are you? Stop yelling!
All it is just people in a line moving from point A to point B, wherever that happens to be. Typically, you're only going to use these formations when you're on like a main road anyway. You're not going to worry about, say, the next one if you're not on a main road, only because obviously you don't need to worry about what's behind you or stacking up that way in the open field. You don't have to worry about as many threats. You can still do it, but you don't have to. All right. So I'm going to set on this side. I'm going to set on this side of the road facing roughly the east. You guys can get behind me, stack up in a column. Okay. Yep. Perfect. All right. Okay. So this is column. We've gone over that. Now we're going to go over stagger. Stagger is pretty easy. It's the exact same thing. No matter how many people you have with you, it's easy to do. So, Chest moved over. That's exactly what he has to do. The number 1 and the number 3 person, whoever that happens to be, they stay on the same side. Chest is the number 2 person. In this case, it's Chest. He's the only one that moves over. If we had a 4th person, they also move over to the other side. That's how... Yep. 1 and 3 do the same thing. They don't move. 2 and 4 are the only ones that move. They move to the other side of whatever side of the road the team's on. So, that's stagger formation. Very easy, very simple. And you can do it on any road, you can do it instantly. So, now, one thing that we will cover, Chest, you can come on back on this side. Thank you. Alright, is crossing the road. Now, all this stuff you guys are going to get tons of practice with when you join in patrols or operations. So, this is just the basics I want you guys to get for now, and then you'll be able to work on it. So, crossing a road. Something like this, you know you're in a safe zone. It's a little bit less required, but say you're on a highway. Highways, main roads, stuff that's well traveled, you're going to want to cross the road proper because you guys never want to be all of you crossing at once and then all of a sudden have to try and figure out where a threat is if you start getting shot at. So the best way to do it, in this case, like I said, we have 3 people. If you have 4, you just adjust. In this case, I'm in the front. I'm covering the northeast, east, and southeast. Ghost, who's on our 6, would be covering everything behind us. So he'd be watching for a threat. Chestnut, as the person that's in the center and safe, you would let us know you're crossing, and then because there's only 3 of us, you just pick a side.
Yeah, taking out northeast.
Okay, so because you've covered my side, one's crossing over, one's crossed watching west. Now, because Ghost knows that I'm covering his zone, he's clear to move over. Yep. So, that's with 3 people. In the event that you had 4 people, the number 2 person covers the 1 person side, the number 3 covers the number 4. That's just to make it easy. Very, very simple. You guys have any questions about any of that?
No.
Alright. Like I said, you'll get tons of time to practice it. This is just very basic stuff. This is not meant to go insane for any of it. Your platoon leaders and your team leaders, they may do different formations with you, but these are the basic ones that I want everybody to understand. Okay, 1 move into the helo.
2 moving with you.
Perfect. Alright. Yeah, so keep in mind, for example, when I lead a squad, 1 holding a helo, when I lead a squad,
2 holding.
I don't use 1, 2, and 3. I will call you by your call signs. So I will refer to you that way, but other people might not. Everybody leads their teams differently. Okay, getting into a vehicle. Number 1, you guys cannot fly helicopters. You need to take a course for that. I'm going to explain to you what that is at the end of the BCT. But whenever you're getting into a vehicle, I don't care what order you get in, whether the team leader's first, last, second, third, everybody else, whatever, I don't care. The only thing that I care about is where you are. That's all I care about, and that will come into play later. So, you have 6 spots on an average helicopter. Pilot, left 1, left 2. Co-pilot, right 1, right 2. I don't care where you, like I said, I don't care where you go as long as you tell me where you are. So, like, team lead, getting in pilot seat.
Second man getting on co-pilot. Even though I didn't want to, I was going to get on right 1, but you know what?
It happens. That happens. Yep, perfect. So, and you just use that for every vehicle. Getting in back passenger seat, you know, right 1, right 2, whatever, driver seat, etc. Okay. So, we're going to be going off to a point where we're going to be doing some breaching training, how I want you guys to do breaches and all that fun jazz. While we're on the way there, a couple things to note. Number 1, you do not have to get this in depth that I'm about to go. It's completely up to you if you want to. I use bearings. When I'm leading my teams, I will use bearings. For example, we're heading directly west. So right now we're heading bearing 270. The best way to remember it, north is 0 and 360, east is 90, south
Hey,
180,
Val.
west 270. Go ahead.
Is it too late to invite one of my buddies?
If it is, it's okay. I'll just
I
invite
can
him to the
take him
server and he
on.
can
I
do
can
it.
take him on the next one if you invite him to the Discord first, and he can
Yeah.
fill his information out, and then yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him in the next one because there's going to be another guy that wants to go through. I think. But so the numbers. So it's bearing. So it's degrees. So instead of, for example, we're directly going southwest, like right directly down the center southwest. That would be bearing 235 degrees. So the way you look at it is north is 0 or 360. North is 0 or 360. East is 90. Yep. It's not in the group, and because it's not required for you to know. That's just how I read stuff. Whether or not you choose to do it, it's up to you. If you want training on it though, you just get that in the field. Pilot getting out, covering west.
Second man getting out.
Perfect. Okay. So, this is where we're going to be doing some breach training. Before we do that, a couple things to mention. We also do what I call the 3Ds, and this is how you describe where a threat is. It's description, direction, distance. For example, east, got one target. Looks like a rifleman going from east to north. I know he's not alone. He's got at least 2 others with him. I just don't know where they are. So, all right. Yep.
He's literally right on top of me.
Yep. You can take him out. Pistol shot.
I'm gonna just let him pass. If he gets
All
close,
right.
I will.
Everybody down. Helo approaching southeast. Everyone down. All right.
I don't have a clear shot. I mean, if he gets close enough, I can probably melee.
I'm just going to take that shot. Now, I just want you guys to scan for other targets right now, because he did have 2 guys with him, roughly southeast.
Down the mountain.
Yep, I've got audibles.
Running up the mountain.
Yep,
Currently.
target.
North by northeast.
Yep, eyes on, target down, target down. I've also got audibles to the east. No eyes on, never mind, I got eyes on. Alpha. Alpha and Bravo. One target down.
Come on, poke
I
your
also do permit the use of thermals and NVGs. I don't restrict those at all, even on BCT. All right, target down. Reloading. All right, let's get back to the helo. Excuse me. Okay, so threats. Like I said, direction, description. Sorry, description, direction, distance. What is it? Where is it? How far away is it? A perfect example is helicopters. Helo approaching from south. Awesome. If you know the rough distance that it is, you can say approaching from about 200 meters. That's good enough. If you don't know the exact distance, or you can't do it, for example, with a helicopter, that's fine. I'd rather just know what the threat is and where it's coming from. Keep in mind, when you tell that information, you're using the directions on your compass, because if you tell me I've got a threat to my left, but you're facing behind me, your left is my right. So that doesn't do me any good. But for example, right now, if you told me there's a threat to my left, or your left, and you were facing the other direction, you would actually be meaning north, and I'd be looking south for nothing that's there. So use your directions. Yeah, exactly. So, for example, that patrol, I said rifleman approaching from the east. Everybody can see where east is. Okay? Just makes it easier. Alright, one moving west.
2 moving west.
And holding by door.
Holding on door.
Okay. So we're going to do 2 types of breaches. One is called a staggered breach. One is called a wing breach. So with a staggered breach, it is the exact same as a stagger formation. The number 2 and the number 4 person get on the opposite side of whatever door we're facing. So if it's this door, and the 1 and the 3 person stay on the other side. Very simple, use the same terminology. So you can do this a couple different ways. If you want to make it tactical and realistic, you would throw a flashbang every single time you enter the room. That is just for you. If you don't want to throw a flashbang, that's fine. I don't give a damn. It's okay. That's up to you. Now that there is a reason why I say that, and that's for resources later on. I'll explain what those are once we finish this up. So basically the way this works though is whoever has the flashbangs should be it. Ideally it would be the number 1 person, but obviously that's not going to be the case all the time. Whoever has the flashbangs is the person that calls the breach. So in this case it's me. I'm the number 1 person. After I would throw them, or if I say team breach, you move into the room through your number sequence. So what that means, southwest, helo approaching southwest, everyone down. So a good example of description, distance, or description and direction. I don't know how far away it is, but I know where it is. All right, get back up. Okay. So for example, if I'm calling the breach right now, then Chest would go in first, followed by Ghost, and then I would go in last. And that's under the impression that the person that's calling is going to have flashbangs. That's just how you do it. If Chest had the flashbangs, then Ghost would go, and then me, and then him. Whoever calls the breach first, you're the last person to enter. You're actually covering everybody else's 6. So in this case, you guys are going to enter before me. You can use your NVGs or thermals if you want. So what I want you guys to do, you guys need to be able to call stuff out. Open doors, windows, explosives. If you see any threats, anything that you see in there that's important needs to get called out because I have to know as a team leader. That's my job to make a plan that you guys just have to follow, but I can't make a plan if I don't have the info, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm not going to throw a flashbang for this one. This is just going to be a standard stagger breach. So I'm going to call it, and then you guys it'll be Chest and then Ghost that enters. So,
Damn, I was about to call things out. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, and that's fine. If you can see stuff, that's good because that still gives me a plan, and that's I'm all for that. I love that stuff. Okay, so team on my go. Get ready to breach. 3, 2, 1, breach in. So I'm covering 6. You can call breaching. Yep.
Open door.
Okay.
If only. Oh, I thought that was like a whole open doorway right there.
Okay, perfect. All right. I want you guys to come on back in. I want you guys to
This
just
entire like desk like terrified me. Okay, so I wasn't tripping when I saw that. Okay.
What?
So you know when you go in and you turn left, right? There's like 2-3 boxes of dynamite right there.
Okay.
That low-key scared me.
Okay. Well, you're lucky you called that out. Come on out this way. And I want you guys to stand right there. Okay, one set. Okay, so that is an open box of dynamite. I want you guys to watch what happens when you shoot it.
Okay, good. So there were 2 boxes. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Now, they only do that if the box is open. The best way to describe that, come on over this way, one holding. Here we go.
I'm on my way.
All right. So, perfect. Okay, so this box, that will explode. These ones won't. No matter how much you shoot them. Those dynamite won't explode, but the ones that are open, they will.
Please don't shoot it. I will literally cry.
So that's an idea, though, for you guys of why I want you guys checking stuff. Even if you don't think it's really important, that actually imagine if we'd been in a firefight in that room and a stray bullet hit the dynamite, we'd all be dead. So
You're not
obviously, as a
wrong.
team leader, if I need to know that's there, I can get us out of there pretty quick. But if I don't know that's there, I'm ignorant to it. So, all right, come on back over this way by the door. Okay, so that's a right on this one. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that's a stagger breach. Pretty simple, not too much to it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over a wing breach. So wing breach is exactly what it sounds like. It's like you're opening up the wings of a bird. So this happens when you have a situation like this. You got cover on one side of the door, but not the other. So you can't stack up like a stagger breach. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work as effectively. Helo approaching from southeast, but we're okay. It won't see us here. Yep. Flying overhead going northwest, I believe. Yep, I got eyes on. It's clear. Okay. So, with a wing breach, you guys are going to do this. I'm not going to. I'm just going to watch you guys do it. But basically how it works is the first person, and this is kind of where the difference is. Unlike a stagger breach, the person that calls the breach does enter first. Now, the team leader might make it slightly different based on the situation, but the person that would have the flashbangs, you need to enter first. What you do, you don't even look at this side of the side that you can't cover, or the other side that you would be covering in a stagger, you don't even look at it. All you're picturing is that straight ahead inside the door is all that exists, and then everything on this left side. In this case, you clear all of that. Your teammate needs to enter and clear everything behind you, everything that you couldn't clear, because they're opening their wing on that side. Once their side is clear, they can face your side. This allows maximum visibility, trust and maximum visibility around the ring. Yeah, because you got to make sure that your guys are doing this proper. Because if the first guy breaches in and has two guys right in front of him shooting at him, and the second guy doesn't clear this back area, and let's say that was open and there was a target there, all of a sudden you got overlapping fields of fire from enemies, and that's the last thing that you want. Right? So, all right, I'm gonna step out front. So you guys, like I said, we're just do this regularly in sequence. So Chest, you'd be the first person in. Ghost, you'll be the second. Just do a wing breach, and I'll be watching. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's do it. Wing breach on green, red, yellow, green, breach. It's all clear. Then do a quick 360, and then, yeah, that's
good.
The fact you were still in the door for me is a little funny. I love how bugged this game is sometimes.
It can be.
But
for 100%. But we love it despite it. The next one will hopefully be a little bit better. Okay. That's your two breaches. Now, you can do different breaches. There's a ton of others that I personally teach my guys, but you don't need to know those. Those are the only two that I need to make sure everybody knows. Do you guys have any questions over any of those, or do you want to go over them again?
No.
It's up to you. It's up to you, man. If you want to do it again, you can do it one more time, or you can get practice in the field. One more time? All right. So we'll do it one more time. You'll be the breach leader this time. You want to do stagger or wing? Stagger? Okay. So in this case, we'll do that one more time. You can take the door position instead, and Chest, you can take the number 3. So this time, what I'll do is I will throw a flash just so you guys get used to this potential idea. All right. So you might want to step a little bit back from the door because you're in the view of it. Okay. All right. On my go. 3, 2, cooking. Breach in.
Right's clear.
Good. And then obviously what you would do is this door, you'd make a note of it. Door on the west side open. Something like that. Just because, let's say this was like a wolf base. Good example is the arrow testing zone or Camp Weasel or anything like that. they're very dense areas with lots of rooms. You never want to just keep going because you never know if you might leave your team behind.
Chopper
Right?
going north, we're clear.
Yep.
And drone also going south. We're clear though.
Yep. All right, perfect. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Ghost, you can be the primary for a wing breach, and Chest will be your 6. Right, go on back. You guys can stack up by the door, right there. Yep, you're the one leading.
Twelve's clear.
Okay. Good. Good. Now, I would let your as a note to you for when you're doing this, make sure you're noting on my go we're gonna breach, and then use something just so your team actually has a chance to get in, to get behind you and get ready. Otherwise, they're trying to catch up to you, who's wanting to get through the room, right? So you can slow it down just a little bit, but you got the basic concept. All right, all good. All right, one move into helo, getting in pilot seat.
Two moving.
Perfect. Okay.
Boarding on right 2.
Yep. Okay, and if you guys don't like your seat, you also know that you can change with the circle button. Okay. So, that's everything I need to show you guys. From here on out, it's your guys' time to show off and show what you got. So, you can put your suppressors on your weapons if you want. If you're in a helicopter, make sure you're aiming, and you can do it. You can't do it unless you're aiming. Do you guys know? Pardon? No. You don't put any attachments on your gun for BCT. Nothing. Just iron sight. Just iron sight. That's it. Okay. Do you guys know what a halo jump is? Some people also call it a helo jump. Do you guys know what it is? Chestnut?
I was texting someone back. What
It's
were
all
you
good.
saying?
Do you know what a halo jump is?
High altitude, low opening.
High altitude, low opening. Perfect. Or a helo jump. High elevation, low opening. So, you jump from a high point, you get as close to the ground as possible before opening your parachute. Okay, so you guys both have parachutes? You should.
Yep.
Okay, you got one? Okay, perfect. Okay, so, for the purposes of my milsim, a halo jump will be anything above, I usually say 800 to 1,000 meters. I'm going to say about 1,000 meters and up. And the low opening is anywhere from 150 to 200 meters towards the ground. So I'm going to give you guys your marker. Your jump is going to be on alpha, so that gives you an idea of where I want you guys jumping.
This on the map.
Yep.
Okay.
Once I get a little bit lower, you'll be able to see it.
Pretty sure we can land it. It's lit up like a Christmas tree, but I mean, hey.
Yep. So, people have said that before, and I've been disappointed. But anyway, so this is where it comes into play with the positions you guys are in. So for right now, I know that Ghost is L1, Chest you're L2, or actually you switched to L1.
Yeah.
You switched to R1. Now I know that. That comes into play, particularly if you have a specialized operator on your team, so like a sniper. If I don't want the whole team to go somewhere all at once, I might call a sniper to drop down first, for example, and clear out a sniper position, and then the rest of the team can jump. So for that, I need to know what position they're in. If that was chest, for example, I would say R1, you're cleared to jump. Set up your sniper position. Once you're clear, let us know, and then I would let everybody else go. I'm not going to do that here because you guys don't need to do that. However, just keep that in mind. That may be something that's required, which is why you tell us where you are. Now, yeah, go ahead. Hold square. Yeah, so hold square to jump, and then press X to deploy your parachute. So, I can do a halo jump somewhere between 15 to 20, 25 meters from the ground and survive. I can do that. I do that all the time. I don't expect you guys to do that. I don't require it, but if you think you can do it without dying, awesome. It's up to you. The closer you are before you deploy your chute, the better you are just in general being able to get going to work. Okay, so when you guys jump, I'm going to give you your objective. This is why I said you guys can put your suppressors on if you want. Your goal, each of you have to kill 4 targets. I don't care what they are. You just have to kill 4 targets each, silently. After you kill the 4 targets, collectively, between the 2 of you, you guys have to capture 1 high-value target or HVT. For the milsim, those are your commanders, the guys with the red hats, the radio operators, or the bagmen. You have to capture them and bring them back to me. I am going to be to the southwest of Alpha. I'm basically just going to be behind that helipad. You just bring it back to me, and then once you've done that, you can clear the base however you guys want. I do not limit the use of drones. That's fine. It's up to you. The scout drones, sorry. I do limit sync shot drones. Not that you can use them during BCT anyway, but you guys can use your scout drones if you really need to. So,
Alright.
what I'm gonna say is, when I call ready to jump, when I call that you guys are gonna jump, get to Alpha, immediately start going to work. 4 targets each, and then once you've killed your 4 targets, you can capture the HVT. So work together as a team. Yep, yep. Either of you can capture one. Just between the 2 of you, you guys have to get 1 HVT. Okay. All right. This is on you guys now. Both of you, L1, R1, clear to jump. There you go. Yeah, you gotta be able to. Yeah, it's hold for it. All right.
We can cut the Jenny, right?
You can do whatever you feel you need is necessary.
With
All I want you guys to do is kill 4 targets and get your HVT. I'm not gonna help you. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna watch. If you guys die, I'll pick you up and you guys can keep going. But that's if both of you.
Already spotted. I was above him. You know what? I love this game.
All good. Yeah, copy that. All right. Well, yep. All right. Good luck, boys. Make sure to call out when you've got a target so I can keep track of your kills, because I might not be able to keep track of both of you if you're separated.
I got... Poke your head back up so I can get my second.
Okay.
I got 2 already. 3.
Hmm? Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I healed with a syringe and he still killed me. How does that
you didn't
make sense with this game?
No, you didn't do anything. I was watching your health do nothing.
You were watching?
Yeah.
Like, as the shot was coming towards me, I was just healing, bro, and it just like...
So if you I'll heal you up, that's fine. But if you try and heal while you're being shot at, the syringe stops.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta love this game.
Well, I mean to be fair, that would be.
I got the 4, so I'm happy. I won't lie.
Yeah, that's good. So, you got the 4. So Ghost, you just got to kill 4 targets now, and then you guys get an HVT. I'm gonna mark It's okay. So we'll work on that. Like I said, that's the whole purpose of this, is to figure out where you are skill wise and
I'm not
figure
even
out
gonna
where you
lie,
need to
I
be.
just land nabbed it and I got as close as I could.
Nope, you're behind me. 2 is right there.
Sir, don't you turn this way. I will pop you.
So you just got to
Right
get
away.
your 4 targets, Ghost.
Yeah. Velk, where are you? I'll just chill with you till he gets done.
Me? I'm just hiding. Southwest of the helipad.
Southwest. Okay. So I was heading somewhere in the right direction.
Yep, all good.
Velk, am I looking directly at you, right? Yes, I am.
You look like a little. You look like a fat worm over in the distance.
Yep. Good. Good. Yep. Yep. While he's doing that, Chestnut, is your friend the privateer Water that joined?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure.
He's probably DMing me right now.
He's got. I know he has. He already put his information in, so that's good. How many more targets do you need, Ghost?
I think he just needs one more.
Oh, you're at 5. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then you guys are good to go and get your HVT.
Oh, hey, sniper. I'll grab him.
Yep.
Oh, I fucking hate mortars.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Oh, you can't use it. Okay. Yep. All right. I know the rough area where he is. Chest, so I'll go get him,
Alright, yeah.
and then you're good
I'm
there.
just trying to put myself in a defensive position right now.
Yep.
Try! Keep firing!
Swap in a secondary, I don't have time to reload.
Yep.
Can we kill the high value targets, or do you want them to be alive?
Well, I can tell you guys. I can tell you now that the HVTs have all been killed. So.
I had a very strong suspicion they did.
All good. I'm just trying to find out where it goes. Oh, you already revived. Okay.
He's to
Perfect.
your northeast.
All right. No, he revived. Never mind. I thought he was still down.
No, I thought you were
It just
talking about the
showed.
sniper.
Nope. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not assisting at all.
Oh, come on, bro. Yep. My aim is most definitely rusty. That's a grenade on my position. How many frags are y'all going to throw? What did I just toss?
All good. You guys stay put.
I'm actually kind of happy about that. I mean, we can restart. It makes me a little happy.
Yeah, you guys just stay put. I'll come get you. All right. Eyes on 3, healing. 3 healed up. Okay. Eyes on 2. Right. Eyes on 2, providing healing. 2 healed up.
Sorry, I thought my mic was unmuted. I gotta step away for like a minute.
Yep. I'm gonna pick him up and carry him out of here. So you can. Yep. Throwing suppressive fire. Backing up. Yep. Eyes on. Right, backing up. Right. Okay. Yep, healing up 2 for whenever he gets back.
I'm back.
Yep, there you go. You're back.
I came
up.
back at the perfect time.
Yep.
Alright, can we please run that back? Because as soon as I had landed, I was like, yeah, I already know how this is gonna go.
Oh, you guys are good. Just keep going.
Friggin' ears itching.
Whenever you guys think you're clear, you can let me know. When you think you've killed everything. Okay.
I see you directly below me. Oh, they're entirely to the north. Okay, yeah, let me boot it. It's either the north or the southeast. I don't want to say it's people like down the mountain, but it could be. Alright, he said the limit of drones are restricted. See, can I hit this long shot? I wanted to hit that long shot so bad. It's most definitely clear.
It's clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Alpha would have to disagree with you. Once you
I
guys
call
take
dibs.
Once you guys take out Alpha, you guys can come on back to the chopper, which is on the southwest side here. The thing should still be functional. Yep, it is. Alright.
He's dead.
Alright. I'm gonna go put the chopper on the southwest helipad, the one where you guys started. Alright. Nope, that's because you're on the east helipad, not the southwest. You're on the southeast helipad. Directions. How do they even work? Southwest helipad, yep. You can come on over whenever you get over.
Hey Val,
You can
do
come on
you?
in. Oh, 1 second. There you go.
Hey Val, do you have a SEER course?
I have something like it. I have, I do have something like that in the works. It's currently not developed, but so the thing that I'm going to mention with this is we don't structure. We're structured like a PMC, so the way that everybody operates is as if you were an operator in a different special force and then decided to join this company. So I don't have, for example, a Navy SEAL battalion, or a Ranger battalion, or an SAS battalion. I have operators that can choose to operate like those units. For those that want that training, though, I am developing like a standard of this is what a Navy SEAL would operate like, this is a Ranger, this is SAS. It's taking a while to do, but I am developing it. It's basically just... It's basically harder BCT, so.
I think I still have my Extreme Seer doc. I can send it to you if you want it.
Yeah, you can send it to me if you want. I'll see if it's something I can incorporate.
I'll have to look for it on my computer.
That's fine, you can take your time with that. Okay, so, a couple things to go with that. Obviously, there's a little bit of work to be done. Now, that being said, I also understand that a lot of people that go through this, they're used to having scopes and all that fun jazz and all that stuff, and then you don't have that when you go through BCT. I know that will affect your shooting some, but you are required to be able to use every kind of weapon with every kind of condition. So, obviously, we'll work a little bit on that. Number 2, did you guys decide who was going to be team leader when I bowed out? Because I don't think you did. Right? At the end of the day, if your team leader goes down and you guys are the only 2 left, one of you's got to lead. Someone's got to make the decisions. Even if you make a bad call, you got to make the decisions. So, now, obviously, it would be great if you had another person and they were a higher rank, because they would realistically take command. The higher rank would. However, not necessarily the case. Maybe you're better at team leading than they are. Who knows, right? So, just keep that in mind. However, things that I did like, communication was actually fairly good once you guys got back together. Chest, you had a great idea to get the Jenny. That was awesome. That was great. That was fantastic. Just making that note that, hey, I got to take this stuff out. However, when shit hit the fan, I think you completely forgot about that to an extent, because you said, I fucking hate mortars. I need to go get it. And I don't know if you realize or not, I'm certain you probably do, and maybe just weren't thinking about it at the time. Destroying the generator makes those mortars inoperable.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
One generator cuts so much shit out. Now, you're right. You landed and shit hit the fan. There's a reason for that. Because I give you guys a landing zone. You guys keep in mind you can still use your NVGs and your thermals and stuff when you're parachuting. So you guys could have, or so whoever landed first, in this case it was you, Chest, who did land correctly, would have said, "Oh, that's a guy. Maybe I should swing around a different way so I don't come at him."
And that was originally the plan before he.
Yep. Yep. And then so with regular targets, if it's a wide open area, you have about 60 to 80 meters away from the target where they can spot you. Snipers, it's 150. Rocket gunners, it's 150. And if you're dealing with wolf targets, snipers and rocket gunners, it's 200 meters away they can spot you. Just so you're aware of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to lead you guys through clearing this base. You guys are going to see how I want something, how I would lead a team, and see the kind of tactics that we would be using in that kind of situation, okay? Make sense? All right. What are your problems? Number one, you landed wrong. I'm not sure what happened there. You were wildly off. Okay. So, well. Okay, well, now you know what you're supposed to do. Secondly, I did give you guys the option to go silent, and you kept your gun loud. You could have probably saved yourself a little bit if you had done that. The other thing, at one point, both of you were still alive and around. You could have said, "Hey, Chest, I'm over here. I'm over on the southeast building. You come meet me. 2 guns is better than 1." And most of your guys' deaths were a result of either you were outgunned or you were outnumbered. And that's basically it. So, things to work on. But again, not bad, but just things to work on. Alright. Okay, so you guys are going to follow on my 6. 1 moving.
2 moving.
Okay, moving. I am moving northeast, heading directly east. We're going to swing around to the northeast portion towards the control tower. You can put your suppressors on your firearms. Good. Alright, weapons up. Now I'm going to call out targets. You guys can take them out. Okay, alpha target, Chest, that's yours. Good kill.
Okay. Swinging tower.
Copy. Coming around the front of the tower. Copy. Alright, I want you guys both holding the base of the tower. I'll be right back. I'm going to secure this myself. Moving in.
Negative activity on my side. Standing by for further instructions should anything arise. Checked in with the rocket gunner earlier. He reports nothing doing.
Sprinting up.
Hey, how strange is that?
I got two audibles on the top of the tower, drawing one away.
Someone's out here.
Eyes on one.
I know it.
You guys hold position. Alright, eyes on one target. Target down. Target down. Alright, perfect. Okay, I want you guys holding position. I'm going to give you guys some targets. I'm getting up top. Alright.
Audibles.
Yep, you guys audibles to your west. Approximate location, Alpha, Bravo. Good kills. It's all good. Alright. I got eyes on a mortar. I'm going to take it out. Mortar's out. I've also got eyes on a rocket gunner.
Going low.
Rocket gunner's out. Good work. Okay. Alpha target, Ghost, that's yours. Bravo target, Chest, that's yours. It's a heavy, double tap the head. I'm drawing his fire. Make sure you double tap the head. Bravo is Chestnuts. There you go.
Sorry, I was dealing with what it was.
All good. I've got eyes. Yep. Hold your guys' position.
Where is this wasp at?
Is this WAP shooting me through a rock? Possibly, maybe? No, you're not.
Drawing
Oh my
fire.
god, ain't no fucking way I hate this game. Why are you doing this to me, game?
I'll just land on my aim.
Luckily, you guys don't have to worry about any shots on this side. It's not. You're not being judged on this. I just need to clear this area. Like I'm gonna die here in a second, but that's okay. Oh no, I'm not.
You got one at the base coming up.
Yep. I got eyes on. All right, alpha target. Currently, I am just taking out targets that come on up. I'm just using the tower as a vantage point. You've got targets to your northeast. You got at least one. You've also got a heavy. Yep. Eyes on the heavy. Taking target out. Right, heavy's almost down. Reloading. Copy. Eyes on targets. Tower one target down by helipad. I got another target. Eyes on. Copy. Team's down. I'll be moving down. Let's secure you. Copy that. I'm going to be making my way down the tower in a moment. Alright. I want you to go and grab, I want you to go and get chest. Parachuting down. Shoot deployed. And boots on ground. Right. Checking. Scan the area with the drone, making sure we don't have any other targets. As of right now, it does not look like we do. Nope. Alright. Chest is back up here. I'll go get him. He's back up the tower. I'm gonna secure him. Alright, eyes on. Providing healing. There.
I will happily admit my aim is shit. I haven't touched this game in a while.
It's all good. Alright, I want you guys to go grab some ammunition. Go and secure the civilian that's just down in the holding cell there. And then once you're done all that, come on back up to the north side of the training center. We'll go over the second last portion of what you're supposed to do. Right, one's clearing areas. I'm just grabbing some
Civilian
ammo.
is secure.
Good. Alright, let's make sure we...
You said meet you on the north side, right?
North side, up top on the hill, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm always in the right spot. Then hell yeah.
It's all good. I'm just trying to run around and grab a weapon from one of these guys, see if I can... Yeah, this will work. Alright. Now, bear with me. Okay, perfect. Where are we at? This, switch to iron sight, none of that. All good, alright. Remove the suppressor. Okay, you guys can remove your suppressors, I'll be up in a second. Alright, make sure your weapons are put on single shot only.
Want a suppressor on? Yes.
No suppressors.
Alright, thank God. Do I smell rifle qualls coming up?
You are going... Is this... Yeah, I'll say yes. Only because it's technically... It's for two different weapons. Alright. But anyway, so... This is just a shooting range. This is a course of fire. Now, the training that I'm developing is going to be a lot harder than this. There's also more to it. However, just to let you guys know, this is what everybody does in BCT. This is so I can see where you are with shooting. So, I'm going to show you the course. I'm going to go through it one time, and then you guys are just going to do it once. I'm not going to give you a chance to practice it. I just want to see where you're at. Right? Just natural skill. So, you got two components to this. You got a rifle component, and you have a pistol component. The rifle component, if you guys will follow me, you have 10 targets. Target 1. Target 2. Keep in mind I have a unsuppressed M4A1 with no attachments on it, because I'm going to show you guys this can be done with anything. 1, 2. Target 3. Target 4. 5. 6. 7. Not necessarily in that order. Target 8. Target 9. Target 10. So, make sure you guys have single shot on. You guys need all 30 rounds in your magazine. You cannot reload early. If you do, you lose all the points you would have got. So, each target you need to shoot 2 body shots and 1 headshot. So, I'm going to do a demo on these two. So, what I expect to see: 2 body shots and a headshot. That's fine. That is 1 body shot is worth 2 points. A headshot's worth 3 points. Now, I'm going to switch to this just because I want to get the timing, the position correct. So that's on the line. It is not up to you if that is in or not. That is my call. If I think it's in, I will give you those points. If I don't, you will lose points. If you shoot a body shot in this area, that is only worth 1 point. But you can still earn points on body shots. It's still an effective shot. Now, if you shoot this on a headshot, that is not an effective shot. You most likely hit a helmet. In real life, you're not going to do any damage. Obviously, shooting here, yes you would, but for the purposes of training, if you do not shoot in the center, you lose 3 points. It is all or nothing for a headshot. So, for example, if I were to shoot, if I were to do that, that's only 2 points on that target out of a total of 7. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, you guys have to shoot all 10 targets. You need to shoot them each target 3 times. 70 points max. What I want to see is 55 points minimum. Essentially the equivalent of 5 headshots missed is what's acceptable. So, I'm going to do it. I'm also going to show you a couple things. So, when you're standing, you stand on this line. You aim, press your R3 button, and get into first person mode. You will do everything in first person. When you're ready, what will happen is I will say, weapon ready. That gives you time to get your weapon set up, put yourself in first person, and you can even aim at your first target. I don't care. Aim right at it if you want. I will say shooter ready. You will tell me when you are ready. Yes. Or shooter ready, whatever you want to say. I will then say weapons hot. When I say that, that's when you start doing the course. So, from start to finish, and I'll show you a couple things that I want to that you guys are allowed to do. So, weapon ready. Aim, first person, aiming at target number 1. Shooter ready. Shooter is ready. I'm still on the line. I will be putting a time constraint on you guys, but it's only to see if you guys can do it under that time. So, everything's good. Weapons hot. Now, you must only shoot a target when you're stopped moving. You cannot aim and shoot. Or, move and shoot. So if you're shooting a target, you must stop. Now, at this target, target number 4, once you shoot your 3 times, you can run. Right up to this cinder block. Now, with these targets, you can choose any order that you want for these targets. You can shoot bottom up, you can shoot top to bottom, You can do whatever you like. However, you still have to shoot them, so I recommend something like this. That's my personal preference. And then get out of cover. So, I want to show you guys this. This is an example. This is an example of a target where you missed the headshot. I would not count that as in. It is just enough over the line that it would be counted as out. So just to give you an idea. Every other target's good though. So, continuing on. I'm moving to target 8. Again, moving up as close as you want to. Shooting. Moving to target 9. Again, if you want to, you can stop right here. I'm 35 meters away. If you think you can make that shot, make it. It's up to you. Get to your next target. Now you'll notice I just reloaded. I didn't use any extra bullets. I used all 30 bullets in my mag, didn't waste one. If I had wasted a bullet, you'd know by this point. So, other than where I was showing you guys what it looks like when you're doing the shooting for a failed headshot, 67 points out of 70. So that would be considered a pass. Yep, just go run down and you can collect some ammunition. So while you're doing that, Chest, you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, why not?
Okay. So what I would like to see out of 70 points, I'd like to see 55 points minimum. You will have 90 seconds to go through this whole thing. That's what I'd like to see you do for a time. All right. On my go. Weapon ready.
Ready.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Weapons hot.
Oh fuck! I can't move down.
That's okay. You can, as long as you stop moving when you shoot, you're fine.
Just wasted a bullet.
Pick your next 3. Yep, back to first person. Make sure you're in first person. There we go. Okay, weapons clear. Alright, so you missed a headshot, so minus 3 points. So let's do a count up. So 3 points. 10. Again, this is all based on me. 17. 24. 31. 38. 45, 52, 59, 66. All right, good work. 66 points. Nice. Nice job. And you did it in a minute and 25. Good. Okay, so next person to step up, Ghost up. Okay, Same thing, 10 targets, 70 points. I want to see 55 points. You have 90 seconds. Weapon ready. Shooter ready. Copy that. Weapon's hot. Make sure you're first person the whole time, except for this point, sprint up. There you go. Just keep going. I'll tell you, you got 2 targets left. Alright. Weapon's clear. Okay, so you shot 1 target extra, so you missed the headshot on this one. So we are looking at 3, 10. This target you shot extra. I'll count the headshot on this one though, because I think that one came up first. So it'd be 10. Let's see, 16. 18. 25. 27. 34. 41, 48, 52. All right, so not quite there. That's fine. However, one thing for you, remember to take it slow. You had like 30 seconds. You only did that in a minute. Like you were really quick on doing that course. So if you had taken your time, I can guarantee you would have gotten high 50s, low 60s. So. Just, you went very, very fast. Yes, super fast. But, no problem. Shots were good, other than the fact that you really, really sped it up. Okay, come on over here, switch to your sidearms. Remove any suppressors on your weapons, because they do affect... the... what is it? The... recoil a little bit. I got one of you here. Nope, don't need a suppressor, and you can switch to your sidearm. I'm just waiting for Chestnut to come on over here. Just waiting on him now. Should be. I think he just had to step away for a second. Chestnut, you coming over? Or are you here? Alright,
I was texting my girlfriend. She's trying to get me to go eat some food.
It's all good. We're almost done, so you can go to the missus. Alright, so you can switch to your sidearm, remove your suppressor on your sidearm. Perfect. Okay, so, pistol course. Same thing, 2 body shots, 1 headshot. I'll show you your targets, I'll demo it once, and then you guys will do it. So, targets. Target 1. 2. Target 3. Target 4, not necessarily in that order, and you also reload at this point. That's why I said have 9 shots. Target 5. Walk all the way to this line. Target 6, reload, crouch down, target 7. So you guys can come on back, you can follow behind me, I'm going to demo it once and then you guys will do it. So you can get a maximum of 49 points for this one. I'd like to see you guys get 40. You're at much closer ranges.
Can you show the reload points one more time?
Yep, I'm gonna do that back this way. Once I go through, it's easier once it's in motion. Alright, so it'll be the exact same thing that I start with. So weapon ready, aiming, first person, shooter ready, shooter is ready, weapons hot. So starting, I decide this is where I want to stop. 2 shots, headshot, keep moving. I see my second target, I want to stop here. 2 shots, headshot, keep moving. Alright, now these 2 targets, you can shoot one or the other, doesn't matter which, but after you have to reload at this point. So I'm going to choose this one, 2 body shots, headshot, reload. Shoot. Now keep moving. Target number 5. Continue moving. Stop at this line. Reload and sprint up however you want to up to this point. Take your final shots on target number 7. Now let's see how I did. Let's see, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Max points. Alright. Now, keep in mind, I will also be telling you guys when I want you to reload, so you won't have to worry about that as much. I'll be telling you when I want you to reload your weapon. You'll know it's that point. So, okay, make sure you guys have max ammo in your weapons. Make sure you don't have to reload. Chestnut, we're going to start with you again first. Step up. So, I'd like to see 40 points out of 49 minimum, and doing this in 70 seconds, 7-0. On my go. Weapon ready.
Ready.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Weapons hot. First person the whole way. There you go. Yep. First person. Make sure you're in first person.
I am.
Oh, okay. That's just okay. It's being weird on my screen then. That's not a problem. Reload.
I just reloaded early. Damn.
Yep. That's okay. Do another reload. Get there. Right. And then your final target. Alright. So, looking at all the targets, you got 3, 10, 17, 24. I'm going to count that as in, 31. I'll count that as in, 41. Sorry, 31, 38. Sorry, that was 38. And 45. Good work. 45 points. There was one body shot that was a little too far out, one headshot. Not bad. And you did it under 70. It was about 62, I believe. Okay. Ghost, step up the line. Alright, weapon ready. Shooter ready. Weapons hot. Make sure you're in first person. Honestly, I think that's just my game at this point. Reload. Good. Target number 4. Good. Thank you. Nope. Alright. Make your way up to that line. Alright. Take your shot. Target number. Good. Reload. Make your way up to the cinder block. Take cover. Shoot your final target. Alright. Weapons clear. Okay, so 4. 11. 18. 25. 32. 38. 45. Good work. 45 points. Nice job. All right. And you did that in about the same time. See what happens when you actually when you just take your time there? Shots are a hell of a lot better. So, just learn to take your time. All right. We're almost done. One moving south, then heading west. All right, we're going to make our way to the helicopter. So, we are almost done BCT. We only have one more thing to do, arguably one of the hardest parts of BCT to do.
Damn, why the fuck you gonna tell us that? At least save it till when we get there.
All right.
Loading
Team
up
lead and
on
pilot.
L2.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll move to L1.
All right. Perfect. R1, L1. Nice. Okay. So, like I said, this is probably going to be one of the hardest parts of the BCT, so I want you guys to pay attention. Now, directly in front of us, on the mountain, do you guys see anything? Are we approaching anything on the mountain?
I see a base to our north.
I mean,
northwest.
straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Directly ahead. I see a checkpoint.
Checkpoint below us. Good. Okay. Do you guys see anything on top of this mountain? Nope.
Ancient ruins.
Okay. All right. So that has some scout credits that are there. There you go.
Then I also see a bivouac. Looks
Okay.
to the east.
All right. You guys can grab these scout credits here first.
Unless I already have them, then that would just suck. Yeah, I already have
Okay.
them. Damn.
So what I want you guys to do, if you have not done so yet, this is the hardest part. Come on over here and plant your tree.
This is actually a thing?
Don't mind me. I'm just taking out one target that's sitting over. Alright, target's done. Let me know when you guys have planted it. All right. So that's it. That's the end of your BCT. The hardest part. Seeing if you have a tree or
How is it the
not.
hardest part? What the fuck?
Seeing if you have a tree or not. So what this does, what the purpose of that is to, number one, it's a nice send off. Number two, that thing will grow. So in about 3 to 4 in-game days, that will actually become like a massive tree with some purple flowers on it, purple leaves. It's pretty nice to look at. Excuse me, and it's an event actually. So what it was this is a couple years ago now. Ubisoft ran an event where players had to find this. when you found it, when you planted a tree, they planted a tree in real life. So this is a nice, I don't know if this is still ongoing. I like to think that it is, so I want everybody to get their tree planted. It's just a nice little thing you can do in the world. So, I want you guys to stand beside each other right here. I'm going to get a little photo of you. Alright, yep, stand right there and face me. Alright. One second. No, that's okay. Don't worry about them. Just go ahead and stand beside each other. Alright, perfect. You guys stay right there. Ah, that's a great screenshot. Alright. That's it. That's the end of BCT. The only other thing...
I get to put more attachments back on my gun.
So,
Thanks.
the only thing that we have to go over now, just while I'm still on stream, a couple things to go over. So, you guys, there is a couple things that I'd like you guys to be working on going forward, and we'll work on that during the missions and all that stuff. So I'm going to give you guys both a private rank right now, but you guys, like, each of you has a couple things you need to work on, but you're almost there for a private too. I just need to see a little bit more, but otherwise, you guys did great. You did fantastic. You guys learned from your mistakes and worked on them, so fantastic. The last thing that I'm going to do is make sure you guys are okay with your call signs. So, Chestnut, you're okay with having a call sign chest?
Yep.
Okay, so private chest. Good work. Now, Psalms, or Ghost, I guess, on your Psalms on Discord, Ghost here. Okay, so we actually have a guy named Metal. Yep, so now, if you want to be called Heavy, then when you guys are playing together, you can be Heavy Metal. But, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. What, honestly though, what would you like your call sign to be? It can be anything you want. And I'll tell you if the name's already been taken or not. Metal's taken, yep. We can give you your Discord name if you want. Psalms. That's cool. Psalms. Psalms. Psalms? No, it's just Psalms. You just don't pronounce the P. It's up to you. Do you want to do something different? Yep, for now we're just going to go with Psalms, and then if you want to change it afterwards, just let me know, okay? All right, perfect. All right, good work, boys. That's your BCT done. 1 hour and 33 minutes, ending the broadcast.